Hey you everybody, YouTube. This is going to be a dark drive time video, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to get anything else in, so I'll have to get it in during the evening drive, such as it is. This is, I don't know what this is. We'll title it something. But the topic of the coward Mark Kessler has been quite stirring in the last day. I just saw part of TPP's video, the political port, for you that don't know her. Her video out there that she just did, and it's a lengthy one, so I've only watched half of it, but she lays into him pretty good, and the whole system and everything, so that's a good video. But my thoughts are, obviously, we think he's a coward and traitor and all, etc., etc. But I'm also cautious in wondering about the potential damage or whatever, because I don't believe half of what he said. A sole source of information for somebody who can't be trusted is no source at all. So somebody linked on another video about the subject to one news article about that XXX Minuteman militia in Georgia or whatever getting taken down through Facebook, apparently, but it didn't say anything about, you know, other leads or informants or anything. And I don't know why, if you're a militia in Georgia or a patriot group or any other group, you would be going to some supposed police chief in another state for support. It doesn't make any sense. And a lot of his story doesn't make any sense. I don't think that many of us would do that. And if you're in a group, I would advise you now, don't be going off and getting weird contacts that are, you know, slightly unstable or whatever, if you want to call it that. So that's suspicious. I don't believe he's done half what he says until I see further evidence of it. I mean, how many militia groups, patriot groups, have been taken down in the last year that we've heard about? You know? I mean, really. Does anybody know anybody that's in any groups? Please share this far and wide, because until I see further evidence, I think the guy's just a sellout. Either one, he may have been controlled by a group, which, if he's not controlled by the FBI, which the FBI is an unconstitutional organization, if you ask me, to work inside the United States. But if he's not, you know, if you just want to go by the whole legality, the way things are set up for the average American, they would say the FBI is legitimate. If he wasn't controlled by the FBI, he wasn't functioning in a legal manner anyway. So that's one thing. And if you can't name them, then does that mean there's things still going on? And if you can't name the FBI, then you're definitely doing something wrong yourself. So that's suspicious. You would usually those groups like the FBI, DEA, etc., you know, ATF, BAATFE as they go by, keep their informants close to the chest and locked up, quiet, until they are completely wrapped up in all their investigation. They wouldn't want anybody going out there, especially somebody that they supposedly controlled so well as this guy, to have him out there doing what he was doing. So until somebody comes out and claims him, I think he's full of it. And I really think he's just an attention whore who has went back and forth, you know, until further notice. He's a nobody, and obviously not to be trusted. But if there's several videos that people did on him, the Next News Network, I think, interviewed him. Alex Jones interviewed him. He's got a long list of interviews with semi-alternative news, at least, that's questionable. He supposedly was setting up this separate group that was in 46 states or 34 states or something crazy. How does this one guy, well, I guess not one guy, I mean, there's a video of him with other people. It'd be really good to see who these people are that were supposedly helping him organize these different groups, where they are now, what happened to them, because he's not a one-man show if this was all going down. And are these people. We need to know who these people are if they pop back up on the radar trying to incite people and become provocateurs. So that's another thing. If this guy's just a front man, a face on things, we definitely need to know. But I don't, until I see further evidence, I don't think he is to begin with. He may have wishes he wanted to be. And the fact that he's on Fox News Radio on an Alan Combs show releasing this, just it doesn't connect, connect the dots. He calls up the show and says, hey, I got a good interview for you. I was this sellout cop, I don't know. So the platform, the stage, his claims, they all don't match up. And hopefully somebody can get some more time on the investigation side than I can. I know Chad and TPP are really good about that stuff. We'll see if they pull anything out from under the rocks as they overturn them, and any others out there. But I really think we're giving him too much credit. I think he might just be someone to be discounted. But if it turns out that he was able to suck in all these different people, that's a concern, because people then are, going outside, reaching a little too far out for support when they don't have to. It's way too easy to get in contact with groups that are local, more solidly patriot in nature than this guy was. I mean, I only saw like one video of him firing off his weapons and stuff and yelling. It's like, whatever, discounted it almost immediately. It didn't even really seem anything true as far as somebody I would want to relate to. There was none there. I think third option, I think he's nearby him or something like that. Oh no, wait, he was from Pennsylvania. Third Op did some talking about him when he first came out, saying he was crazy and whatnot. So third option had a bad feeling for him too, I think, from the get-go. But just some thoughts, and because this is concerning to a lot of people, and a lot of people are frustrated and angry about the whole thing, which I can understand. But that also is at the premise of, is any of it even true? And until further information, I don't think even half of it's true. Probably a lot less than that. Maybe the FBI wanted to recruit him and he couldn't meet the muster. Maybe they made a couple of videos and they didn't get any response and they quit. I don't know. But until I see somebody that knows somebody that got busted or something like that, or court cases revealed. Now, this goes to the caveat that, hey, they may have got NDAA'd, right? I mean, maybe they got no, private courts and stuff set up and they got disappeared. That's an option which we can, debate, but we'll drive ourselves crazy trying to think about it. So that's the only other option if it did go down and there's no public record, is that it got NDA covered it and you got secret police and secret squads and disappearing people, and that's and then it's just, I guess it's go time if that's going on in this case. All right, we'll talk to you later, YouTube. Live free.